My beautiful angels, my stars. We're going to do a channeled message from the person on your mind. See what their true feelings and intentions are. But let's just confirm your current connection and make sure this is for you. My beautiful collective. Main collective, current connection for this beautiful main collective, please. Oh my god. First card. So we've got twinnies. These are my favorite readings. So we've got twin flames, but seduction. So attraction, flirting, dating, temptation. Maybe there was third party interference, or maybe that's where your mind takes you. You could think that there was interference in this connection. I do say this as well. Most twin flame pairings, it's normally quite a short-lived romance. You're lucky to be able to spend a few months together in your initial connection. So maybe you guys really parted ways still in the midst of your love bubble. I don't want to say the dating phase, because I find true divines, when you come together, you're like magnets. It's like you can't be away from one another. But definitely, I think there was interference here while you guys were going strong. Okay. Yeah, lightning. I think as quick as it came in, it was removed as quick. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, and of course it started activating your transformation. From what I'm feeling, especially because I'm being called to do a channeled message, I don't think you've just had this shock revelation and this person's... They could have. Hold on, I just want one more for lightning, sudden changes. Yeah, runner. I just think it's more the shock of how they exited. Okay, it's like, for you, the right collective, it really felt like it came from nowhere. Okay, the fact that runners come out, the right collective, this person hasn't re-entered just yet. Fear of intimacy. So as soon as it started getting too hot and heavy, or maybe another thing I find with divines, normally you guys are pretty guarded when they first come in. It takes you a while, even though there's this magnetic pull. Twins, you guys have societal issues, so you really do try and keep them at an arm's distance a little bit, but clearly your twin flame, you can't keep them at an arm's distance for too long. And I feel this collective, once you really started to let your walls down and really opened up your heart space, it's like the intimacy and the deep connection. This person, they clearly didn't know how to deal with the emotion they were feeling, and unfortunately this person kind of cut and run quite quickly, and it was like shocking for this collective. And most twin flame separations, they are quite traumatic, which is taking me back to this seduction. I think this collective, you've tried to give yourself answers, and maybe the only logical thing that you can come to terms with is there must have been someone else in the background. It's like that's the only kind of sense maybe that you can make from this situation. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Do I think, and I might even have to just tap in universally, not just channeled message from them. Do I think we're preparing for union in this very moment? I'm not going to say yes or no, but I do think since this separation, you have been preparing for union through your transformation. Okay. And I always say average separation is about 3.5, 4 years. It's not a quick journey. So maybe whenever I get called to do a channeled message or an intention, it is to find clarity. And maybe this collective, there's just a little bit, I don't want to say disbelief, but maybe you just need a little bit of ignition in your belief right now, okay? I'm not feeling a very heavy energy, and I'm not feeling a light energy. I'm kind of just feeling like this collective, you've been riding the wave for a long time, and sometimes it's good to have a positive message find you to reinstill your belief, or maybe you've been, putting your emotional work on the back burner a little bit, or you've been finding you're falling into some bad habits right now. I think this is more finding this collective, like I said, to just kind of put that spark back in your soul a little bit, okay? You guys you're preparing for union, your whole separation. It's not just at the point of your union. You guys are going through obstacles daily, okay? But sometimes, because this journey is so long, you kind of forget that all those little steps that you're taking is to lead you to this beautiful moment. Small steps, big accomplishments. All right. Aww. Unconditional love, self-love. You're learning to unconditionally love yourself through this journey, and that's what this whole journey is about. Yin, yang, zen, balance in a union, but union, duality, coupling, complementing each other. By first complementing your internal self. Self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. I'm actually really glad this one came out, because I really do think this collective, maybe I'm hearing August, maybe there's been a bit of there's a reason I just heard August, and I'm hearing July. Maybe since August, July last year, there's just been a little bit of a transition in your mind, and you've really started to go within and really starting to understand about unconditionally loving yourself, and really, really finding yourself, like really understanding that. Sometimes, in the divine community, it's very easy to say it, but to put it into practice is a different thing. Okay, so maybe since that point last year, it's kind of been coming in and out, but it's starting to solidify in you what this journey truly, truly entails. But twin flames. Oh! Stop. Okay. I'm hearing two things. The first thing I felt in my soul as soon as I saw that, this have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation or meeting, a little bit of hesitation. I felt straight away, holy moly, is this nearly in for this collective? But then as I stopped in my shock, I was thinking as well that there still is a little bit of hesitation, but to not give up right now, and not to fall into the negative mind frame, and stay in your belief and your oneness, and don't get blinded by the things online and other people's advice. Stay in your true knowing and everything that you have achieved today through your transformation. It's really hard, because I always say with divines, there's nothing tangible. It's just blind faith. Where you get your tangible evidence you're on this journey is your internal transformation. The way you guys serve humanity, the way you transform your trauma, the way that you learn unconditional love, not just for others, but for yourself. Your tangible evidence is you, okay? But for this Cupid's arrow to come up underneath twin flames, that's pretty magical. That's nice. The only iffy card here, the only iffy card is this seduction, this third party interference. And anyone that's, watches me regularly, I always say 99.9% of true divines, there's always this in the background before they even enter your life. It's part of their karmic cycle and wheel that they need to get through. So out of all the cards, we've only got this one. Okay, but let's confirm it. Seduction, third party interference. But again, that temptation you felt for one another, that magnetic pull. I was hearing a couple things with that. was undeniable. Oh, that's way too many. But I just noticed on the bottom, should I get them? I should get them. So looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, wanting to make new memories with this temptation, healing heart, I think you both have been. You've got to remember, I'm asking what your connection entails. Okay, so this isn't just this collective's mind frame. This is the energy around this bond. But healing from heartbreak. Oh, I love this. And that's what I felt before. The right, and don't make it fit. You're not in doom and gloom. You're keeping a positive mindset, manifesting exactly what you need, gratitude and bliss. Maybe you've actually been focusing on true gratitude, appreciation. Maybe you set 10 minutes aside every day to give gratitude and thanks for what you have. And if you don't do that, just advice, maybe you should. You've learned how to ride the wave of emotion. And I'm not saying this collective, you don't have moments of, I don't even want to say pain, maybe of longing or that energetic pull. I'm not saying you don't experience it, but you've learned how to sit in it. You've learned how to appreciate it. I know separation's painful, but when you see it in the lens of, I got to experience a love that truly not many people in this world get to experience. I actually got to experience such a severe heartbreak that it actually changed my life. And I'm grateful for that, because some people don't even get to experience love at all. Not the right kind of love. It's a reason those words just came out of my mouth. I always say, as a reader, we're not here to tell you how to feel. We're here to confirm your emotion. We embody the collective's energy, and you would have moments like this. Even those moments you feel like you were strung along a little bit and your subconscious programming, the 3D outlook's coming over you. Those moments you felt like an option. And maybe sometimes, those emotions might last a while, but once you come out the other end, the love you felt was that powerful that it cannot be denied. Okay? Those moments maybe you have questioning, were they using me? Were they this? Were they that? You understand. No, I know what I felt. I believe what I felt. True divines, and this is another good way to really understand the connection. You guys have experienced heartbreak before, and there's not one person that's aligned in your life that has made you feel the way this person has, even through heartbreak. It's an energy that you always get pulled back to each other. And you need to reflect back on all your other relationships. There's nothing like a true divine pairing. Okay, like I said, it's magnetic. It's intoxicating. This is nice. And you probably found the true divines as well. Like I said, we understand we're here to serve humanity in whatever way that may be. And normally it's in an avenue of teaching people about unconditional love in whatever way or form it is. And the power of love and healing and the right collective. You found your path in life. You connected to your abundant timeline because of this person and this love. All right, let's get this lightning and runner. Remember the deviation, it was the shock separation here. And this is another thing you guys experience, and it's like once they get that veil of avoidance, it's like that person you fell in love with, it's like, where did you go? It's literally like they just sucked off and shot into Mars. Separation. So even to this day you still feel sadness and pain, but again there's appreciation for the sadness and pain. You have moments of literally saying, at least I got to experience such a transformative love. thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. And it's funny that this has come up underneath the runner. Okay, just saying, I think this is going to be very beautiful energy. Way too many. Sending. We could be, I keep looking at this cube, like the shock I felt when I saw that. Maybe this one, I'm looking forward to this one. I'm not going to lie, this past week and a half, we've had, what, 2 or 3 really good positive readings. And that is mind-blowing for me. Normally we really pick up overwhelm and pain, and this is nice. Ascending. I'm seeing that expression of love with that, I'm not going to lie. Healthier choices. Okay, so again, working on your obstacles daily, learning to make healthier choices in love and in life. You've focused on self-love, self-care, learning how to provide your own happiness, learning to find your oneness. You've got 2 cards here of self-love because of this connection. This person is, for the right collective, the first person in your life to really make you dive deep and find your self-love, self-respect, self-value, self-appreciation, understand your greatness, the power of love, what it can do, the right love. Too many. That was stabbed in the back. So I do, again, just sometimes you get the mind frame of the subconscious programming. One more for healthier choices and ascending. Wow, I was seeing expression of love, but you got the dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding things out, things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. I'm just hearing truth when I see that. Why do I feel I need to get my purple deck for this collective? Anyone that knows, that's my sense of urgency. I'm going to see how this deck goes, and if this deck's all clear, I might get my purple deck here. I'm on the fence with this one. Okay. I'm more seeing that with the theme of this, and I always say, true divines, you come back in when you're new versions of yourself, the healed versions of yourself, the self-love, the oneness. It's getting to know each other again. And yes, this is about someone new, but dating, getting back out there, planning, setting the date. I'm more seeing the theme is more, I think you both have really developed over the time apart. Okay, I want one more for that just to confirm. I always say, true divines, I find you choose a path of celibacy. No one can even align with the divine feminines. You guys choose the path of celibacy. It's like there's no one that can replace this person. Oh, so your first card, you could resonate with twin souls. Okay, but definitely part of your soul contract, soul agreement. I more think this is the development you guys have had. Okay, something in your soul contracts being activated right now. I want one more. It could be that you met someone new, but I just can't see that for this collective. No, I think it's this person wanting to savor the moment, wanting to meet, wanting to converse. Again, another card of unconditional love in this one row. So, giving, receiving affection, getting to know each other, falling in love again. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, they've got the key to your heart, so I can't see how this collective, you're out there and you think you've met your soulmate. Okay, not for this divine pairing. Okay, That's nice. All right, let's get into it. So, channeled message from your person. So I'm setting the intention with this. If we get a clean sweep here about how they're feeling about you right now, I'm getting our sense of urgency deck and I'm rolling a dice. Okay, because that means there's something close here. If it's a clean sweep, okay. There's some not so positive cards in this. All right. So how is this person feeling about their divine right now? Okay. They know you are over their games and you will no longer accept anything less than you deserve. They've been withholding their love from you. I withheld myself because of self-doubt. So they're going over their self-sabotage, their self-doubt. This person clearly, I don't want to say, no, maybe they did. I think they're reflecting on their behavior. Hold on, I just want one more for this over it, what they've done here. This person must have played quite a few games if... That's why they've activated 5D. Gosh, everyone was talking about our relationship, but people are just jealous of our connection. So maybe there was interference, maybe, and true divines, there always is. Maybe this person, unfortunately, really listened to friends and family. Maybe they were made to believe the obstacles that were here in your connection just couldn't be overcome, but their 5D activation has taken place. You made me realize that we are one. Meet me in the stars tonight. There's something about their mind there's something about their mind finally starting to evolve enough to see and take responsibility for their choices and actions. And I find before the masculine energy really activates to the universal frequency, which we talk about all the time, they're so stuck in the blame game and they're not wanting to take accountability. They hold on to the pain here and the painful memories to make it easier for them to stay away. But I feel this person is finally, because of their mind evolution, they're starting to realize their repeated self-destructive behavior, not just with you. They would be reflecting in all aspects of their life how their self-sabotage really ruins good things. So they've been in isolation. So that's another, maybe when you guys first parted ways, that avoidant veil, I find they do anything they can to distract themselves. And I'm going to say needed to be alone, to figure out who I am and who I want to be. Please be patient with me. Let's get one more for isolation. But until they really, like you guys, when you guys activate, you go into your magical bubble, your spiritual isolation, people start to drop off like flies because they don't align with your frequency anymore. So if this person's experiencing isolation right now and you know them to be someone that hangs out with a lot of friends or knows how to distract themselves or desanitize, numb their emotion away, they've been activated into isolation. I literally just heard quarantine. Maybe you guys are in alignment around that time, or your separation started around that time. Isolation. Intervention. Expect a miracle. Divine intervention is pushing the two of you back together, so it has been activated from up above, just like it was activated for you. That's more a universal card, okay? They just don't align with the same people. And just when you guys activate, you start to see through people. It's like you see into their soul, and you see through people's masks, and not just friends, but family. It's like you guys really work colleague. You just see, because you're feeling energy for the first time. People that you had things in common with or you would align with, it's like like I said, they drop off like flies, and the same thing is happening for this person. Oh, in love. Loved you yesterday, love you still, and I will love you always. They're starting to confront their emotion of you now. They're not running away from it. They're realizing pushing your love away was nothing but self-sabotage. There's regret here for what they've done. It's like they feel right now in this moment, especially if it's been a long time, and by the feel of this, it has been, especially because I brought up quarantine. It's like, have I lost my chance here? One more for your top row. Okay, untrustworthy. I've made mistakes and lied in the past. Will you ever trust me again? Have I pushed this too far? What have I done? I always say, true divines, when your separation happens, you get that 4D imprint of what's going to come at your final stop, and that's what you guys get. But unfortunately, because I just want to hide this for a little bit, because you see your end stop straight away, right? So the universe tries to show you through your 4D mind, your intuition, your high priestess vision, what will come for you, but they don't give you the time. And because you're activated into longing straight away, you guys think that this person's going to bang down your door within a day or two, okay? And then time goes on, cycles go on, and then because of your 4D expectation, your intuition, as it doesn't come in, you guys start to think you're crazy and this and that. This right collective, when this all happened, you envision them coming in bend and knee. You envision them coming in, and so that means this person, you would have memories. They could be like a hopeless romantic, or you spoke about this, and I find a lot of you guys get the vision that you're going to have twins. I find that as well. Like, I read you guys all the time, and a lot of you guys, that's the main thing that you see. But my personal belief, and I'm deviating about this for a reason, I think you guys all envision that you're going to birth twins because you are. That's who you are. You are twins, and you've been here from the start of time. But this proposal, taking the next step in the relationship, let's move in together and get married. I think it's more, how do I come through? And a lot of divines, when you come in, you elope pretty much straight away. It's like you really do take off where you left off. I think this person literally has this on their mind. Make up for lost time. And again, if they are going through and they promised you in the past and then all this happened, because it has to happen for divines, maybe that's why they're so maybe you guys spoke about it, but they never, actually proposed. Or like, I think there was a lot of talk about this, but just as it was starting to be put into place, this is when the running boots came, that shock, that lightning, right? I feel this is what's so heavy on their mind. I'm just staring at that ring. I would not be surprised if this person is kind of looking, and it's very rare I'll ever say that, but for this collective, I can feel it. But again, right collective, you've envisioned this. Don't make it fit. All right, this first row, 5D activation, sitting in regret. They've got a lot of them going over. They probably do think that you believe right now that you cannot trust in their love. But this collective, I can feel your energy. I think this person's highly mistaken. But anyway, they miss you so much. Going over their wrong decisions. We may not be together right now, but my heart misses you dearly. Look at him walking with the rain clouds. His heart's illuminated. I'm seeing that as tears from his soul. It's not coming from up above, it's coming from, and it's actually coming from behind him. So maybe they are, that stabbed in the back wanted to come out and I put it back in. Maybe that's them. All the daggers in your back, and again, that broken heart. By breaking your heart, they're realizing they just broke their own in return. I think this person truly has been a shell. They've been walking in a grey cloud. Isn't it funny? This person is black and white and everything else around them is colour. It's like this person feels lost without you. I'm hearing that Ruben Thicke song. Or Robin Thicke. He's amazing. Lost Without You. Maybe you know that song. Self-sabotage. Oh, what is... We're nearly at a clean sweep, my angels. So through this, they're starting to realize you're their missing puzzle piece. You're the key to their heart. Without you, their heart is broken. They want to put it back together. You are my missing puzzle piece. We were made for one another. Why did I ruin this? Because of my self-doubt, my insecurities. Why didn't I believe in this love? They weren't meant to at that time. You wouldn't have evolved. You wouldn't be who you are. And they wouldn't be who they are. Oh. But they do. This isolation, this intervention, I think they're still purging out anger. And I do think they're angry at themselves and angry for believing the people around them. I don't even think this is towards you. I think they're cutting, remember that deviation, if they're cutting themselves off from the world, because this is what happens when we're evolving our energy, they're starting to realize the people that they let interfere, falling short to the obstacles, not trusting themselves, not trusting in this love, what they felt. They fell short to the buttons that were being pushed. I'm upset, and they're still maybe. I don't feel that. I feel it's the control these other people and situations have had over them. I want one more for that. Just with the deviation, I can't see how that's you. One more for angry. Yeah, I think they're enchanted by you. I think this is angry at themselves and falling short to these people that do or have had control over them and their decisions, which means as a collective, you know this about this person, that this person can really be blinded to advice, or they're a bit of a people pleaser, or maybe they have a bit of enmeshment. They really prioritize their family. Blood is thicker than what, that kind of outlook. But when it comes to you, the more I see you, the more I love and adore you. My heart cries for you. I think this is... They're wrong, but right. It was all right. It had to happen. Decisions. And being blinded. In love. Divine timing is at play. So you've got divine intervention, you've got 5D activation, and you've got divine timing. When they think of you, this is beautiful. I think they try and fall into, I think it's this person wanting to turn up the best version of themselves, especially if they think you don't trust them anymore. The universe always delivers in divine timing. Be patient, trust the process. Their heart space is being activated again. Oh! Picture perfect. So they're definitely watching and looking over old things. This person's probably saved everything. You are beautiful inside and out. I stare at your pictures all day long. Oh, I want one more. We don't have one bad card here. The only negative cards here is about their behavior and reflection, but that's not even negative, that's positive. Oh, you're not going to believe what that just flipped on. Divine masculine. Aware and awakened to the divine calling, ready to take action, protect and provide. God! Sorry. I just realized Divine Feminine's underneath it. Stop it. So you didn't get the twin flames, you got the transition. I always say you start as twins, but you accelerate. Your journey is to create your divine energy, your sovereign energy, your light being, right? So you didn't get twin flames, you got the divine. I just got so excited. Oh my gosh! And you've got reunion at the bottom. The force of love. The force of reunion is unstoppable. Together we are one. Flowers. Maybe I feel this person wants to just surprise you. You could love flowers. Look at his head. It's a bunch of flowers and you're just a big fat smile. Oh. Okay, before we keep going, I'm rolling a dice. I want to see if a 6 comes out. We're not meant to get sense of urgency, but if anything else comes out, that's for days. Okay. So we're setting that intention now. Sorry, I don't want to give anyone any false hope. So if a 6 comes out, no purple deck. If anything comes out, it's for days. I just can't, because I always say, you guys, you deserve this surprise because you've been working so hard to, I just can't see why they would want me to. But anyway, anything else is for days, if not a 6. 5. Oh, I'm on the fence. Should I? One more. 6, and I won't. 2. 5th of the 2nd, 2nd of the 5th. Could be important date. Or 25. All right, let's do it. Oh, okay. Next 5 days. Okay, next 5 days. Oh! This could be coming in. Manifest your manifestations, your answers, your prayers. Oh my God! Oh my God! Normally when I see confession, I think it's bad. But I'm hearing confession of love. What is going on? I don't want this collective to hold on to 5 days. The right collective, you've experienced a pregnancy here. I don't think confession is about this person getting pregnant. What I'm hearing, it's something about a past pregnancy. I want one more for that. And you could be very fertile right now. It is Easter time. If you're a witchy poo, I don't celebrate that stuff. Witchy poo beliefs, which is more pagan this time. I know here it's autumn in Australia, but it's spring in others. It's the spring equinox, the solstice. It is the season for birth, and Easter, the eggs, rebirth. Okay, it's a lot to do with rabbits, bunnies, and we all know, breed like rabbits. All right. I think for some reason I'm more feeling this is it's about a fertile season and also a discussion of a past pregnancy. That's what I'm hearing. Things that were unresolved, communication issues, maybe that you've never spoken about. Okay, finally putting things under review. You could be going through some electronic issues or car issues as a side note, but finally communication issues, reviewing everything. So there's been communication issues about this. Maybe you never really got... what I was feeling before, this collective, you guys were speaking long-term plans, and it's like when you were starting to put those long-term plans into action, this is when the lightning bolt, the runner came. Okay, and we had that deviation about, I actually think the right collective, you've envisioned having twins. Everything I say is for a reason. Oh, closing in the distance. So definitely emotional, but there could actually be physical distance here as well. Again, I always say, please, the reason I'm so detailed, I'm not that reader, take what fits and leave the rest. These are important, okay? Don't be holding on and taking bits and pieces. This is definitely, and I always say, a reading from a reader should not just ignite you in goosebumps and this and take you to memories and see the signs through it, but you should, as a watcher, you should have allocated signs from your divine team to confirm for you as well, okay? Please don't make anything fit here. I'm feeling this is both emotional and physical distance. You don't just live 10 minutes away from each other or half an hour away from each other, okay? Confession. Opening their heart again. That's what I feel. I don't think it's a bad confession. They're finally letting their armor down, okay? Because that's what they're going through right now. They're opening up their heart again. Salem and her bell. Can you hear it? She's ringing it in for you guys. Oh, and then it stopped. I think in the past it was just they were never ready. It wasn't the right time for them. It wasn't the right time. Yes, they would have promised you all this, but again, everything that happens on this journey is meant to. And like I said, it's meant to be a traumatic separation, because it's that last bit of trauma your poor soul can take. That's what really activates. Your brain fuses out. You've got to, people that activate through an awakening, your poor little vessel cannot take any more trauma, okay? And I actually have a collective here. You didn't just lose this person, you actually lost a child, and just losing a child can activate an awakening. So losing your divine, losing a child, losing job, like your lives get turned upside down because you're meant to quantum jump into your abundant timeline. Everything that once was diminishes. It gets swept away, okay? And I do think there's open communication finally coming about this, but I'm not going to lie, I feel has a lot of guilt and regret for this decision. Maybe they have moments of envisioning, especially now that they're in isolation, where their life would be if you did have this child. But again, I'm going to say it again, everything happens for a reason. I want one more for that. Commitment, and then yes, it wasn't right then, but it might be right now. Lucky's on your side. Lady Beetle, stop it. So they've been fighting their mind and heart with this for a long time. Oh, that is beautiful. Commitment, these are all very positive. This has clearly been a very big emotional block here. Plane taking off. What is going on with this reading? And the rings again. Oh, I love these kinds of readings. Sorry. Don't judge me. All right. I want to get an animal card. I just want to see how you must be so positive right now. You'd have to be. I just want to see how you're seeing this person animal-wise. I'm sticking to what I said at the start. I think this is just coming to kind of more just ignite that flame again, just keep you going because you've been on it for a while. You could be going through a bit of stress, but I just can't see it with how positive this person's been. Maybe. How are you seeing them animal-wise? Oh, you know they've been healing. Oh. You believe they've awakened, activated their serpents. You believe that they're healing. This is beautiful. Hold on. I just want to read. You've got the sea serpent here. And this dragonfly. Hold on. Let me just hold on. And they could be an air sign as well. This is air. But the blue, you believe that they're starting to activate their throat chakra, which means you also believe this person is finally being on it, you would have felt a transition. Maybe they have been really heavy on your energy, but unlike other times, it's like you can feel it's an activation. It's like you're just naturally sending them love and peace. I feel even if they're really heavy on your mind, you know it's for, it feels different is what I'm hearing. Master of light, illusion, and the mind. The dragonfly is an ancient ethereal creature that awakens a sense of wonder in all. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind, as it is always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. You believe that they have been shifting and changing, and I'm not saying that's always been in you, but as you're watching this, it's remember to confirm you have belief. When the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still? Maybe you question a little bit, but again, with this sea serpent, dreamlike or crystal clear. Maybe you remember, especially because of the proposal card, maybe you know this person's a little bit of like a fantasist or got a very imaginative mind, but I think you would love that about this person. The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. Sees clearly, joyful and magical. Joyful and magical, but when out of balance, can't concentrate, busy mind. You would have had memories of this person being a little bit anxious, maybe a little bit erratic in the past. Sea serpent. Healing emotional wounds and expressing their desires. You can feel it. The right collective, you can feel the shift. I don't know if you've been having accelerated heart rate, feeling nauseous. They've been on your mind, but you've been thinking about it differently. You're releasing it with peace and grace and gratitude. You're feeling different this time. It's not going into negativity. You've had a moment of thinking, this feels so different. Don't make it fit. The sea serpent represents the energy of expression, whether it's emotion, creativity, or sensuality, or the desire. The sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves, clearing the throat chakra. Creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment, so they're finding their self-worth, you believe. They're removing their insecurities, and you're right. Look at their energy. And we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. Sorry, this is nice. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and we don't need to read that. This is about them being stuck in muddy waters and not seeing properly and blah, 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 blah. But again, you can feel their transition, changing, shimmering, different mind. Yes, they've been the slow progression of healing, but the right collective, again, it's that moment I'm feeling, again, don't make it fit. You've had that moment to yourself thinking, no, this feels different to other times. The father, the elk, the masculine energy. Reliable, dependable. You're not holding on to the negativity. You're remembering the good times. This card literally depicts a great lover, father, spouse, dependable, reliable. You believe in their elk energy. You believe in their masculine strength. You don't have any doubt here. I think you've been focusing so much on releasing emotion with positivity. It's not that the emotion and overwhelm doesn't come over, but you've learned how powerful you are as a being. You've learned how to not let your thoughts just completely tunnel vision. You're learning how to transmute and alchemize properly. Okay, so again, I need to confirm you don't not feel up and down, but when you do, you've learned how to relieve with positivity and send peace and love through your threads without feeling like you're delusional or crazy. Okay. Love it. Should I see how they see you as an animal? Let's just see how they see you as an animal quickly. How do they see this beautiful collective? Animal wise teacher. Maybe they're really learning from you right now. Being fussy. Oh, you're awakening. But maybe they believe you have a bit more untapped potential too. More unawakened magic. Clearly they've seen you change and transform. But I think that this person, when they view in on you, they know that you're capable of so much more. Yes, you've intertwined your serpents, but they're waiting for you. Am I slow-mo? But they're waiting for you to intertwine your dragons. Hold on, I think that's slow-mo. Hold on. I had to do that because otherwise we would have lost a part. I hope that doesn't black out. Alright, how does this person view... Oh my god, you phoenixed. Whoa! And the home, the beaver, the way you take care... There's that dragon. The way you take care of people and make people feel safe, the way you love your home, your body, but you've changed their perception. This is why they finally activated. I can't believe you got the phoenix here. This is why they're so in regret for listening to other people. Freedom from suffering and past karma. Reincarnation. The phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running away from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedication. The essence of the phoenix is within us. When we realize we have been suffering for way too long. Maybe they have fear that you've let go now. Again, that untrustworthy. The essence of the phoenix is within us when we realize that we have been suffering for too long and we must change. We take a stand and just, maybe they're going over, if they're going over what people were saying about you, maybe they're starting to really reflect on how much trauma that you've actually been through in life and what you've actually had to overcome as well. That you learned how to relieve your suffering, that you learned how to heal yourself through dedication, through spirituality, religion. If you can do it, I can do it. You've made them a believer. They believe in your change. And this is why they feel foolish, because maybe the people around them have not changed and they had such a strong opinion, and where you just keep growing and blossoming and blooming through your beliefs that people probably had a lot of judgment on. They're starting to realize, but look at them and look at you guys. Wow. We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by our unconscious, subconscious programming and its long list of fears and aversions. You stand in your power. At that very moment, the spark of the phoenix is lit, and the great birds help us, and this great bird helps us burn through the baggage. We no longer run from who we are. So they love your authentic glow, where they would have thought you're crazy at the start. Now they believe in it. We no longer run from who we were, what has happened to us, what we have. You stand in your authenticity, and they love it. The stuckness and the dead weight fall into the ashes, and a lightness and clarity emerges. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the phoenix lifts our spirits up and up, and we begin to recognize ourselves, your authentic self, your blueprint. Again, and I always say your divines can see through your mask. So this collective, another transition, if you're really stepping in your power and you are proud of your words and you are standing in your authentic glow and you are not caring anymore, they see this. Especially for divines that choose to come online with their teachings, You guys are so powerful, yet you conform to society. You dull and dim your words because you're scared of the backlash. You become more consumed by likes and followers than you do about your authentic glow. You're worried about being judged. You lose your backbone. You have to work on your stingray energy. And you guys don't even realize this. There is something that's changed drastically in you where you just don't care what anyone thinks or feels. You know you're powerful. You know you're a divine child. Okay? That's all that matters to you. And they're seeing this. You finally dropped your own mask. Okay? You got to remember, this is all coming from above. If the divine has activated this person now, it's because you're ready. You really have learnt self-love, self-appreciation, self-respect and worth. You know what you say or teach is true. It doesn't matter about others. I say this all the time. True divine healers, if you just have the outlook, I'm here to change one soul at a time, all of that excess goes out the window. And maybe you've said that to yourself. I'm here, if I can just help someone, one person a day, it's a domino effect. That's me changing the world. If I can connect to someone and make them believe in their divine glow, make them believe in their healing journey and their transformation journey, if I can make one person believe in their self-love and their self-worth and their internal balance, that's my job done. There's something here. You don't care about others and how you're perceived. You care about the people you're meant to help. And that's magic. We may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Something about your eyes. You've got your spark back. Maybe they saw that you lost your spark again. They would have been repelled by your fakeness. Even if you thought you were being authentic, they see right through you as you do them. Look closely, it's a sign. The fire of transformation is upon your wings, and they know there's so much more to come. They see you. That is magical. But they love who they see. They're not intimidated by it anymore. Oh, just because, remember the unicorn, just because we can't see it doesn't mean it's not real. You've made them believe. You've made them believe in the things that they cannot see. They see you as their unicorn. The only one for them. This is very, very magical. This is magical. Alright, let's get intention. Every deck we've had a clean run. This is crazy. Okay, the true intention. So they know they've been settling in their environment. This is why they're angry. I know I'm not happy. I do think they're starting to see that they have a way out. And I think this is them reflecting on how they kept themselves stuck in no-win situations because of gluttonous gossip. The people that came out before, that's their biggest burden. They followed blindly to what people were saying instead of listening to their intuition. I think that's all one section, that, because they're starting to realize their life's been on pause for no reason, but it was for a reason. Okay, they've got to transition out of this because it's just, you've got to remember to help them stay away. They blamed, and now unfortunately they're blaming again, but to other people. They've just got to realize this had to happen. I'm an idiot. I spoke about our connection as if it was trivial. I didn't respect the sanctity of our connection. Instead of keeping things between you and me, I allowed others to interfere. But anyway, you know what I'm going to say. It finally dawned on me why I feel so drawn to you and our connection, and why it's so intense and scary. I'm starting to understand my fears and my overwhelming emotion towards you. Starting to trickle in. Why am I actually staring at those 3 pink candles? Maybe you just lit 3 pink candles. I've never noticed that on that card. Maybe you're doing a lot of self-love work right now, feeling their self-love without you even... Oh, their regret. I made a mistake. I should have never let you go. I should never have strayed. I should have stayed. I was going to say strayed. I should have stayed and fought for our connection, but I was weak and fearful. And now I'm mourning the loss of you. There's still a little bit 3D here. There's a scarcity if you believe they can be trusted or they can fix this or how. Which means, again, there's still... I know 5 days came out, but I just can't... Holy moly, they're broken. They're sad. But they're working on their self. For a long time, I deemed myself as someone who didn't deserve love and happiness. They've been broken, the shadowed man, the rain cloud. I was always angry with my life and pushed love away because I thought I didn't deserve it. At least they're starting to feel deserving of love, which means they are starting to see themselves. If you're really focusing on self-love at the moment, it is for a far greater reason. I always say this is a huge reason they stay away. Their insecurities, their lack of worthiness. My advice for this collective, you need to keep focusing on oneness and self-appreciation and self-care and spoiling yourself and seeing yourself and loving yourself and being confident in your own skin. And if this has just been a natural transition for you and a focus, especially if you are working with candles or whatever, okay, about self-love, it's for a reason. They need to solidify in their soul that they're deserving, and they need to take you down from a pedestal and understand you really are equal, okay? Their insecurities, as we're saying it with the self-love. If you really knew who I was and how I felt, you may not love me anymore, and I'm afraid you'll reject me. So this is their last hurdle, believing. It's like they believe, but then the time, the decisions, breaking your trust, taking away the love that they once promised you, especially if you did lose a pregnancy or this person wanted you to terminate, abandoning you. Keep focusing on that love, my angels. Huge confirmation. Okay, 73 might be an important angel number. It's the only number I've mentioned here, and I normally mention them all, so 73 is important. Car plate number, you live in number 73, you just spent $73, you're seeing it a lot. That is actually a very beautiful angel number, so look it up on YouTube. Type in angel number meaning of 73. He's called the numerology meanings or something. His videos go for about 10 minutes, 11 minutes. Okay, he sounds like a mystical robot man. Very good. He breaks down the individual number, the full number, which comes to 10, by the way, completion, 1, destiny. He's really good. Very good. Regret. What do they... I think everything we've said they regret. Them running, they regret running, they regret not staying, and now they're in complete inner turmoil. They regret playing the victim, they regret not making change earlier, how they were bounded physically, mentally, spiritually, that they thought there was no way out, again the settling, that they were in prison because of their own doing, wishing they act earlier. This says I'm trying to fight my inner demons, but it's so difficult at times. Why didn't I fight my inner demons sooner? Why didn't I give up these behavioral traits? Why didn't I see through my environment? Why did I waste all this time doing X, Y, and Z? If they're seeing you as the phoenix, it's like this person feels they're too far behind you. But that's not the case, and they will come to terms with this. Okay, just seeing this, how heavy and sad this is. 5, I just can't see it. Maybe 2nd of May, maybe 25. I just can't see. Anyway, that 2 and 5 is clearly important from that other deck. This is very sad. But angel numbers, synchronicities, so they find peace within that, which is good. And you guys would have found peace. You know, when you first activate, and it's like the signs of them are just everywhere. And that would be this person, but wanting your forgiveness. They just need a little bit more confidence here. Okay, Cancer energy. I was always so hot and cold with you. This is what they're going over. I was always so... Oh, we're going over everything. And I know that was confusing. Our connection was too much for me to handle. And that was the only way I knew how to deal with it. I don't think this person ever had enough love or life experience to know how to love properly. I think all this person's ever faced is unfortunately toxic love, chaotic love. They didn't realize that the love you were trying to grant them was something so powerful. But even you, back at this point of your initial, you both would have still thrived in chaotic love. I always say true divines, your trauma-filled souls, it's all you know is chaos. From such a young age, you think someone calling you a gazillion times at once or chasing for your affections and that real obsessive, intense, up and down, chaotic relationship, that makes you guys feel safe. You feel validated. Oh, if they're calling me that much, they must really care. Instead of seeing it, jealousy, the accusation, starting arguments because they think you're looking at someone, or vice versa. Oh, they must just really love me. It's like, you guys, neither of you would have known how to love properly back then. Neither of you. You both needed to decipher the difference between, and some people still, like, some people love that obsessive love, but anyway, we're not going to get into that for this reading. It's too beautiful. Okay, let's see what this person is dying to say right now. Oh wait, what's going on here? Okay. God brought you into my life for a reason, our creator, our divine. I am trying to understand the purpose of our connection. Makes sense. I'm learning many spiritual lessons because of you. I believe that. This journey has been like a roller coaster. We know that to be fact. Anyone that's truly divine. You speak to me through music. Important detail, so they can learn from you. You guys have a very deep connection to music. Okay. You speak to me through music. I listen to love songs and imagine you here next to me. You guys would have shared some very powerful songs together. Maybe for a long time they couldn't hear certain music. It would just take them into really like a depth of sadness, but maybe they're opening their heart space again. They'd be listening to those certain songs. I'm not gonna lie, I think they find your face in all songs. Okay, I truly believe sound, music, it's one of our highest forms of light work and energy. Nice. No one has ever made me want to change my behavior until I met you. What the right love does, it inspires us to grow without words. Action. You've changed. And this is what I say about threads in the divine community. Someone does not need to be in the same room as you to evolve and change. If you are energetically connected through those magical threads, through that red thread, you could be on the other end of the world and you will pull that person up just as you're lifting, you pull them up energetically, okay? They know their change has been inspired because of you. They want to be the best version of themselves. Magic. And you know what? I don't think this collective, you've seen this person's change. I don't think you've seen it. I think you've only seen their masked version. They're just reflecting over the pain here. So they've always presented shut down with you. They loved you too much. I had to keep you at an arm's distance. I don't think you've seen their evolution. The right collective. Okay. You've made me want to be the best version of myself. These are good. I am asserting the mastery of my higher self. Asserting the mastery of my higher self. And connecting to the highest potential. Love that. It's just, this is sad because I was saying before, I feel this person feels they're so far behind you, but I don't really think they are. I'm seeing my Two of Cups. I think you're very equal here. You might be a bit further along on your path in life, but I wouldn't be it's duality, it's in sync. Do you feel when our energies merges one? And I was saying that before, the right collective, you've had a moment to think, wait a second, this is different. I feel an activate, like it feels different to you. I feel crazy in love with you. My insecurity stopped me from pursuing you. Truth. Watch the whole thing. I'm getting the help I need so we can be together in a healthy way. Maybe they have been seeking either, not just you, but either spiritual healing or therapy or seeing a psychiatrist. You never know. I don't see how... I find true divines because you're breaking free from subconscious programming. So you don't normally take the traditional route of 333, as I'm saying this. You don't normally take the traditional route of therapy. Yeah, because that's so... I always say 3-4, our shadows start to build from our parenting, the schooling system, the prison. We're taught the wrong things. Just saying. I know I don't tell you enough. But I think you're absolutely amazing inside and out. This is through the music. I don't think they've said this to you for a long time, to be honest. You have the ability to tame the beast in me. Beauty and the Beast. I just heard Beauty and the Beast. You could really resonate. That is such a... That movie, twinny journey through and through. One look into your eyes and I turn to mush. It's that card. When I look into your eyes, they activate me, that unit, this one. And then remember the phoenix. And I stopped a little bit when they were describing the sparkle in your eye. There is something about this collective's eyes, this person, they see themselves in. Okay, one more. These are all positive. You didn't get one caution card here. Just saying, I want to be in union just as bad as you do, but timing is key and we just need to be... That's why I'm on the fence about this. You're all I think about. You intrigue me and I want to know every little thing about you. They want to deep dive your soul. Oh! I'm on the fence. I want to get tarot quickly. Again, if a 6 comes out, they don't want me to tap in, but anything else, we'll tap in. I don't want to say, I don't know. No, days. I'm on the fence. All right. 6. You don't want me to read tarot. 6. Oh, that's why I'm on the fence about the... If they're not one... Because I say this all the time when I'm reading divines coming into union. That surprise is something you deserve. They don't want me to read your tarot. Not long, my angels. It's not long. But 2 and 5 are very important. Okay? It's either the 2nd of May or 5 days or 25 days. But they're not wanting tarot. You need to know how to overcome this without advice. You just need to trust in one another. Okay? your children or inner child or our inner children need to come first. Trust that they are a part of our plan. Inner child innocence. It's having that innocence. Remember when another sign about true divines, you bring each other's innocence out again. The child that was lost. You guys are like kids with each other. Okay, so they're wanting you to find happiness and innocence in every day. Focus on your self-love, things that make your soul happy and sparkle right now. Okay. Your threads, you like this big. You could be finding little baby threads that are like this far apart right now. Red threads. I want to hold you in my arms and feel our bodies unite as one. I've had so many collectives here, sacral activation. It wouldn't surprise me if you're also thinking of this right now. If you've chosen a path of celibacy, keep it sacral till it's time with your divine. Okay? You've been creating purity in there. If you know what I mean. For the right collective. Mirrors. I wish you could see that we are mirroring each other right now. You're this close. Trust. You literally, it's that. The mirrors between you. You're acting, talking, looking. It's all the same. 424. You could be seeing a lot of. 24th of the 4th. Who are you watching this at 424? I'm realizing this connection is special and worth treasuring. Both of you are really in your belief right now. I'm feeling controlled by the people around me and I don't like it. So they're breaking free from the control. And this collective, you're doing it in your own right. You're stepping in your authentic self. You're not letting your environment control what you say anymore. You're standing in your power and you're proud of yourself. This is helping this person, okay? Keep shining your authentic self. Who cares? I know social media can be intimidating. FM. Remember, you're a leader. You're not like the 85%. Let them... Don't care. It's pushing me to find my power again. It's because you were standing in your truth, this collective. Don't make it fear. This is probably, out of all of these cards, this one and the mirror is so important. Anything negative, anything that's adding to insecurities and lack of self-love and oneness right now, remove it. You're a divine being, a divine child, okay? Just remember that. Look at all this karmic energy that's being removed as we speak. I know I need to release attachments with karmic people, situations, both of you. This collective, I think it's more your presence around you, okay? I'm creating a plan. Leave your surroundings. 64, my favorite angel number. I want to hold you in my arms and feel our bodies unite. Another, whoa. I want to know everything about you. Again, every little deep dive into your soul. They want to see your new version as you do them. 2nd of the 6th, 6th of the 2nd. Mirrors. Union. Stop it. Our love is eternal. It exists in every dimension and cannot be lost, even if you're not in room as each other. You're mirroring. Remember, they are in the same room as you energetically, always. Okay. 11th of the 4th, 4th of the 11th. Communication. I'll contact you when I'm able to. Right now, my life is complicated. I can see that too. I can't see how this is 5 days, but anyway, complicated to bring you into it. But know that I do want to talk to you. I'm realizing this connection is something special and worth trust. 11th of the 7th, 7th of the 11th. Another one. Look at all these romantic feelings right now. I feel the sexual energy between us, yet it's beyond physical attraction. Oh, It needs to be elevated to the expression of deep unconditional love, about getting their power back through karmic energy. Last one. You didn't get the 1111 card. I can't validate. So surrender. I can't validate our love in the 3D until they're activating the 5D aspect now. But they do need a little bit more time to become a strong spiritual partner for you. Let's get one more. I wanted to send you a message today, but I was afraid to, so you really feel them today. That's probably why we called to do for this collective. I don't know if you want it. That's that fear. Do you trust them? I don't know if you want to hear from me right now, or if I can say the right thing to you. It's transitioning. One more. This is 111 here. Last one. Do I get one more? Let's just get one more. One more. We've got 3 more. I long for your kisses and your touch. Look at all these romantic messages here. The planets are activating us to heal and bring us closer together. Surrender to these changes, and you're very lucky. Last mission. Because of you, I'm starting to see what's really important in life. Mission. All right, how many cards do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, which comes to 6, Venus. Very nice. Could be seeing a lot of 6 at the moment. 666, goddess energy, not devil energy, as they say. Okay. Oh, they're all wanting to go. What did that split on? Mission. Just like you, I'm doing some form of mission work. That's nice. My energy and wisdom supports those around me. So there'd be like a little therapist in their environment. And they're probably sick of always being there for others and feeling like that's not reciprocated. People mistaking their kindness for weakness as well. I just want to get, hold on, one more deck, hold on. All right, let's just get these little ones quickly. From the universe, please. Wedding. Past life love. Stop it. Stop it. You have known each other before in multiple lifetimes. Honeymoon and wedding. Smells like eloping. Just saying. There's an important part here. But you could be going on a little trip. Maybe they want to take you on a little trip. Heart-to-heart conversation. Getting to know each other again. Okay, give this relationship a chance. That's odd that came out. Working on your partnership. I don't think this, maybe you're a bit on the fence. It's kind of, I'm hearing that it's safe for you to love. Maybe there might be a little bit of fear when this comes in. I always say, I find this huge in like a very big thing in the divine community. You do feel kind of armored as they're bringing their armor down. Yours is up. You're very protective of your heart space, but they are saying give this a chance through this separation. Chemistry. So the chemistry's here. I think maybe you'd just be a little bit scared. Worth waiting for. We love that one. Everything had to happen for a reason. Okay. And you've got honeymoon and retreat. So maybe if you're feeling overwhelmed, retreat. We always say you don't need to rush the process. Okay. But just be patient and patient with yourself. And even if it takes you a few weeks to really get a clear perspective, just be open and vulnerable and tell this person you just need a little bit of time. Whatever. Trust your body's emotion. We talk about it every day. Okay. If you need to retreat. Don't self-sabotage though. This person's prone to self-sabotage. So is this collective. Don't react on impulse. Pay attention to the warning sign, the red flags internally. Wedding again, double confirmation. Just saying. Trust. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Sorry, what was that? Was that getting to know? Oh no, let go of control issues. Oh, that was like getting to know each other. Okay, magic. Oh, what a beautiful reading. Why do I want to shake it that way? Oh, the baby butterfly. So we got ducks, trust you, and you got the baby butterfly to the big butterfly. So you both have been evolving. There could be bubblesies on the cards here. There could be. But divine, let the divine's working its magic. It smells like you're about to go ding here. Beautiful cats. You could have just bought a cat. You could have a real connection to cats. Reminds me of my beautiful Salem, ancient Egypt. Triple moon goddess. Maybe you just bought some garnet. But you're clearly magical. Okay, lightning. That's quick. But it could come in on a storm as well. Like a stormy night. And there's that, remember we said want to put their heart back together again? I want to put their heart back together again. The big J or crescent moon. It could happen on a crescent moon. I find a lot of you guys come in normally on a full moon or even a new moon, but crescent moon is the phase of love. 2020 quarantine, or was quarantine 2021? When was quarantine? 2020 is clearly relevant, but transformation, lapis lazuli. You got 3 charms of ancient Egypt here, so you could really connect to Egyptian mythology. I find true divines as well, you connect with that time period. But your duckies, trust your intuition. 1, I. Spirit animals, your signs would be different. When you guys are coming into union, your signs are different. So they're not like your usual signs. And my advice, you know I say allocate a sign. Oh my God, the 5 came out again, and the protection and the chili pepper, another rapid moving. Oh, this is the 2021 again. And then have confidence in your heart space and just focus on healing and oneness right now. You could be wearing a lot of orange or coral colors. Maybe you just did your... But what I was going to say, you should allocate a union sign, like whatever it may be. Like on the day, show me this, or have a bee land on me, or a butterfly. Like there should be a specific sign as well that you allocate. Maybe you've just done that, like allocated a union sign for your team. There's a reason that came to my mind. 3 and 4, Empress, Emperor energy. Stop it. 3rd of the 4th, 4th of the 5th. 50, 505. That's funny. I spent $50.50 the other day. I was shocked by that. Maybe you just spent $50.50. But 505 angel number. 1st of the 5th, 5th of the 1st. So we've got 4, 5, 4, 3, 6, 5, 4, 3 consecutive numbers. 80, 808, see it, 505, 808, 16th of the 4th, 14th of the 8th. Okay. All right, my angels, that was beautiful. I loved that reading. I love those kinds of readings. Stay positive, focus on self-love, focus on oneness, stand in your authentic glow, keep focusing on your childlike innocence, not childhood trauma, your innocence, your happiness, your fulfillment, okay? Focus on things that bring out your spark, all right? I love you guys. That was beautiful. And have a good night. Sweetest dreams, my angels.